We have you covered on the dangerous weather across the Northeast, bringing a relief from the heat eventually here, but boy, do we have to deal with some big storms first. Let's get over to Carl Parker and Chris Warren now with the very latest.
Yeah, and right now we're watching these storms as they are still well off to the west of the big cities here in New York along that Interstate 95 corridor there. But it's going to start to affect these areas probably within the hour, some spots.
Yeah, it certainly is. And these are firing just ahead of an area of very warm and very humid air. So there's really nothing to slow the storms down. That will change by the time some of these storms get to the east of New York City, for example, when they get to Long Island and moving into Connecticut. Then they'll begin to encounter a more stable layer of air, marine air, as we say. The temperatures over the oceans are a lot cooler, relatively speaking. We've been up around 90 there in the tri-state area, and so at that time the storms are going to begin to calm down. But as they travel across eastern PA and through New Jersey, they're probably going to continue to be very strong and now really beginning to crowd the Philly area, Chris.
Yeah, we are seeing that. And the severe thunderstorm warnings that you're looking at there, the yellow outlined areas west of the city, starting to move into New Jersey, west of New York City, moving into the northern end of New Jersey, and a lot of lightning associated with these storms. Yeah,
a lot of lightning there. And I also want to point out that the upper level wind flow is driving this way. And when you see a cell that is oriented perpendicular to that upper flow, you know that it's probably packing a punch in terms of wind. And I think that is the case here. So heads up in Newton and Andover and Woodstock and Franklin, we could be in for some damaging wind there as that cell continues to move northeast about 30 miles an hour. Also seeing a good bit of lightning with these cells.
Yeah, you can see there, it looks like about, what was that, 32, Alan? Just in that little cluster? And just that this. And what he's doing right now, we're showing you the area. In just the last 15 minutes, we're looking at the number of strikes there. So just with these individual cells here, 34 in the last 15 minutes. So this is really packing a pretty good punch as far as the lightning goes. You're looking live right now on the left-hand side of your screen. New York City looking off to the south. Sky's pretty bright. It doesn't seem to be that bad of a day. I mean, you're looking up, you're probably seeing more white in the sky, more of the clouds from those storms moving over. But the main part of those storms are on their way. Not there yet, but they're coming.
Also want to show you what's going on farther northward and up into the Boston area and southern New Hampshire, as we've got a line of storms here kind of leaning over, just really intense storms now southeast New York and beginning to crowd Springfield. Notice the cells that are approaching Manchester in New Hampshire, and we'll take a closer look at one of these storms. You notice that intense core there. This is what we call a line echo wave pattern. There's a little bit of rotation within the line, some bowing out going right there. So this is an area where we'd look for some wind, and in fact, as we look at the velocity mode, and what velocity does is tells us what kind of wind these storms might be packing. You see that bright green area right there. That's indicating some very strong wind that is above the ground, but still can be corresponding to probably 50, 60 mile an hour wind getting to the surface. So that is generally heading in the direction of Manchester. So get ready for some very gusty wind. And of course, a big part of what we've been looking at today in this region has been the tremendously heavy rain. Storms running over the same areas again and again. We've had several inches of rain in southern New Hampshire.
And what we want to do right now is take a look at a new eyewitness photo just coming into the Weather Channel here. And this is courtesy of Lisa in Montgomery, New York, seeing some of these clouds, Carl, and you can see just how dark they are. And this is what I'm imagining a lot of people along the East Coast are going to be dealing with. You have on the right side of your screen, you have clear, not clear, but bright skies. And then on the left, what's coming? You have the darker thick skies that are on the move, and with that, the storms.
Yeah, and it's going to be happening pretty slowly, too. That's the interesting thing, because, again, the cells, while they are themselves moving northeast at about 35 miles an hour, we are seeing the line itself, the axis, only just edging to the east. That's why it's going to take some time to get over to the 95 corridor. So it's going to be sort of a slow transition from those dark skies off to your west to more serious weather. Now, farther southward as we move down into D.C., the news is better here because the environmental conditions are not quite as favorable for severe storms. We're not seeing as much potential for severe weather. In fact, no warnings right now across the region. There are strong storms, certainly, that could produce 30, 40 mile an hour wind as they move in and some heavy rain, but I think the greater potential is going to be farther northward up through New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and New England.
And all of this could have some big-time travel impacts. Let's go to Crystal with that.
That's right. Let's get you an update now on what's happening in the air here across the Northeast. This is our exclusive flight tracker. You can see the aircraft up in the air, obviously trying to navigate around the severe weather. Here's our radar showing you where the lightning is and those dangerous storms quickly advancing from the west. We would typically see more volume than this, especially at this hour, but a lot of planes are on a delay trying to get into New York City because they're trying to fight through this cold front and with it all of that dangerous weather. Delays are starting to add up, and you can imagine they'll either stay where they're at or continue to climb over the next couple of hours because that line has yet to arrive. Even in the New York City area, delays are already over an hour, about an hour and a half at Newark and JFK, 55 minutes LaGuardia, so we have gate holds and taxi delays right now. Philly, you've had your delays come down a bit to 30 minutes. We were nearly 2 hours with our delays just a short time ago. These are storm reports where we've had large hail and damaging wind. Some of the large hail, of course, across upstate New York back into western PA, but we also have damaging wind not too far from Philly as the storms gust out and are quickly moving to the east. And we are on top of it here, obviously, at the Weather Channel. We'll keep you covered. Weather can happen in a moment.